And if not, we're... Hey, how are you guys? Colleen Wynia here for your Reset Your Vibe Success Coach, Wellness Coach. Guess where we are today? I'm with my beautiful friend Juanita, and we are atop Goat Mountain. And I wasn't going to do a live, but you guys, there's this amazing share that Juanita and I tapped into today, and it's all about... are you really living your truth? Are you really living the best part of you? And I loved what Juanita just said to me. So I want to find out from you if you are living your best self from the next 50 years and on. Juanita?
Is that what you're asking me? Am I going to live? So I just turned 50 on October 2nd. And
happy birthday, Juanita!
Thank you.
Woohoo! Everybody wish her happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll show you where we are after, but this is really important. We have to share.
So we're on the top of Goat Mountain, and it's so stunning. So we can see Vancouver that way, Crown that way, straight, Whistler.
Keep sharing. She's coming back.
And so when we got up here, Colleen asked me kind of, to sum up some of my journey over the last little bit, I guess.
Yeah.
And
we were on, we were whipping on a total reconnect subject matter about the things that really matter in our lives. Hi, Erica. How are you, sweetheart? Happy Canadian Thanksgiving to you, American, my friend.
Yeah,
and
happy Thanksgiving.
I'm saying happy Thanksgiving, even though it's not November for you guys yet. She's in the States. She's in California.
Oh yeah,
fires. A lot of fires going on down there.
Thanksgiving.
So anyways, back to, I don't want to Juanita to lose the thought, but we were really talking about both of us, how we're finding our way and we're learning to tap into the multidimensional being that we are. We are much more than we appear in our avatar bodies, and our snakes, our skin, our, who we look to you. And we wanted to just touch on the importance of learning to have a voice, to tap into who you truly are, what it is that you're here to do on the planet, and to move through the yuck and the feelings that kind of come up. And so Juanita started talking about her journey going forward, and the what time really is how being in the 3D world, we would call this our 3D world, moving on into 5D. And what is all that, you guys? What is this about waking up to the planet when you have to live in a world that is connected to, spending, money, whether it be cash or digital currency, and paying for things? And are we happy? Are we interconnected? So anyways, just a bit of a ramble there on a few different subject matters that came to us. And please, if you can tap in from what I just shared, what is life about, what it was like for you before and what it's like for you now, having turned 50 and really tapping into another layer of yourself.
Well, for many years, I looked up to, and I found people that, such as Louise Hay. Louise Hay, a lot of people know who that is. And she didn't start doing what she was known for until she was 50. And there's lots of other stories of people. And I thought I was on my path until about 4 years ago, when I realized that I wasn't on my path because my heart was not happy and I was disconnected from my heart. Yeah. And so just one day in a conversation with a friend, I said, I need to live a life of alignment. And it's interesting what happens when we say things like that.
Yeah.
And
when you claimed it.
Yeah, and then a lot of stuff bubbles up. I had an accident and different things happened.
Yeah.
And all of the things that happened have led me to today. And as I was coming up on 50, I just thought, it's no big deal. And then other people around me started making it a big deal. And then I was asked a question. If you had 1 year left to live, what would you do with that year? And so I sat really quietly, and my answer really surprised me and delighted me. My answer was,
sorry for this instability here. My hands are chilly.
What I would do if I had 1 year left to live is I wouldn't do anything different from how I'm living my life.
Okay.
Other than I would really want to spend more time than I do with my most beloved humans on the planet. And if somebody had asked me that question 4 years prior, I would have panicked because I wasn't living life the way I wanted. I was caught up in, work and money and things like that.
Yeah.
And so I was saying to Colleen today that one of the things that's really been loud for me over the last few weeks is time. And for years, I joke, especially because I've had a habit of being late, I'll joke, there's no such thing as time and space, which on a certain dimension, I believe that. And I also, for myself, know that as an infinite being, I've chosen to come to this planet at this time and live as Juanita Cusack. And I've lived now 50 years as Juanita Cusack. And I don't know how many more years I'm going to live. And so I have this shift with time where time feels finite to me now in a way that is powerful and in a way that each moment is precious. And I know we all hear the thing that we all have the same 24 hours in a day, blah, blah, blah. I've heard that a million times. But something shifted with me when I realized turning 50, and I think this can apply to anyone at any age. You don't have to turn 50 to get this.
This is just, it happened to trigger for you.
Yeah, it just happened to. And that what I do with my time, for example, I know anyone that's watching this that knows me knows that I play the piano. And so do I want to spend my time, going out to dinner at a restaurant or going to the academy and practicing piano? Well, it's going to depend on who I'm going with and things like that. But it's just been a really delightful shift, and I'm really grateful for it. And for example, today I got up early. Well, actually, no, I didn't. I got up at 8:30. That wasn't early. And I meditated.
Given the time I was up last night, it's early. Yeah.
And then, did a little
she meditated. Okay. So first she connected to her source, to herself. And what was your purpose of meditation? May I just,
well, there was a full moon. Yeah, I did. I was a full moon yesterday. Yeah. And I had done the meditation, a meditation yesterday, but there was just opened up some stuff. Yeah. And then I had something happen yesterday that was tumultuous. And so I wanted to release it and work through it. And I also, in my meditation this morning, really saw how, there's an aspect of myself that I try to be on its best behavior. And that part of me needed a voice today, or needed, not a voice, needed to be listened to today. And so I meditated, and then
I just want to add in something she shared with me on the trail was how she has spent through her personality, her vigilant. She's tapped in. She's been.
I called myself a vigilante, a mental vigilante.
She's mental.
Yeah, I'm mental.
I'm mental too, but where I was going with this was she have you guys ever related? She tapped into be successful in some areas of her life, particularly her finances for a big long stream, but she, and some other areas of living where she tapped into what we call her vigilante, her vigilant self. Like she made it happen. She pushed it to make it happen. And this is the part that we tap into. This is not really how we're thriving and in our peace.
No, because it's all force. And I read a book years ago, Power versus Force.
Fantastic.
And
do you guys know about that book, by the way?
Yeah.
Drop a note
Hawkins.
if you, Dr. David Hawkins, Power versus Force. If you know that book, drop a line. Yeah. Or if you're joining in now, just share us where you're from. Okay. And so go ahead, dear. So
So
my arm's getting sore.
Do you want me to hold it for a minute?
Yeah. Can you hold it?
Do you know how we met? Colleen and I met.
Oh my gosh!
On your birthday.
Yeah, 2 years ago. Yeah.
Or a year and
a half ago. 2016 or 2017?
No, 18.
No.
Oh.
I think it was 17.
Okay.
Because, I think it was...
No, we met after my accident, so it was 2018.
Really?
Yeah, because I hadn't had my ski accident yet.
I thought it was for some reason. Okay, it was my actual January the 17th is my birthday, and it was rainy and it was yucky. It was like a middle of the week, like a Wednesday or something. I don't know. It was middle of the week, and what do I do for my birthday? I'm going for a hike. And I was all alone, middle of the week. I just need to do a meditative hike. It was for me, not for everybody else. Not a big party on the mountain or anything. It was just for me. And I go there, and what had happened? Your sweetheart had
No, it was a hiking partner.
I'm so sorry, different man. Yeah.
Yeah. And the gondola. It was so windy that day. They shut it down.
Closed. So I got to go hike. Gross.
And he can't hike down because he has a
that
bad
was it.
hip.
Yeah. So okay, so she's with her hiking buddy, and he can't go. So she was like, well, but I still want to go. So you guys made an agreement that you were going to hike it anyway.
He went home, and I just was going to.
So he went home. That sounds familiar with someone I've gone hiking with before. They had to go home, but there, I'm going to hold my arm up there. But yeah, she's up a little higher than me, so I'm like, ah. So no, don't shrink because of me. Just my arm. But yes. Anyways, I did the hike. It was gross grind, and I knew I also had to hike up and hike down. And she's like, "Oh my God, Colleen, I'm doing that too." And so that's how we met on the trail, and we could not stop talking.
That's what we do.
And not just because we were chit-chatty girls. No. We were two women that connected at such a bond. We had so much to ignite within each other. So okay, so where were we? Isn't that pretty?
So
Isn't that pretty, guys. Just one sec here. So get ready to share. I'm going to just do a 360 here. Okay, guys. I'm just showing you what it looks like here. Let me stand up for 1 second here. Oh, here we go. Isn't this pretty? And it's pretty. I know it's gray sky, but there's Crown Mountain over there. Woohoo!
No. Oh yeah.
Am I pointing to it correctly? That's Crown where that point is, guys. And then that's Camel right there. Oh man, it's cold up here. My hand's getting white here. So we're going to get Juanita, hold it now. And over there is, I don't know where I am. But Grouse is over there
Mount
too.
Baker
Okay.
behind you right
I
there.
can't hold it anymore. I'm really cold.
Okay.
Mount Baker's behind me? Okay, here, your turn. I'm going to pass the buck over here.
Yeah, I think we should.
So we can
need to sign off
wrap
soon,
this
'cause
up.
we're both getting
We're going to
cold.
wrap it up, yeah. But I just want to bring her story on because her story is really my story. You know what I mean? Like, this has been a big piece of my journey over the years. That kind of looks like a palm tree. Yeah, I like that. It looks a bit like a palm tree. And, oh, there we go. So, yeah. But you had a little more to share here about something. Oh, that's a good angle. Should have had you hold it.
I don't know if I have anything more to share. Let me sit with that for 1 second. Well, back to the time conversation.
Okay.
That
we'll wrap with that section about.
Yeah, I think like for me and a lot of people I know, we spend so much of our life in maybe obligation or have to, and not to diminish the things that we do need to do. You know, like dishes and laundry and, you know, make an income and all of those things. And
hi, Erica's saying 75 degrees in California. Thank
you
very much.
Degrees.
I got my white fingers going on, man. That's me.
But like, if we reduce our life to the granular, and then we follow our bliss and our joy, you know, and it's amazing what happens if in the 24 hours we have to live each day, we prioritize the things that really bring us the most joy. And what gets in the way of that is have to's and obligation and other people, you know, guilt tripping us or, you know, people.
But we say yes, we buy into it.
Yeah, learning to say no. I was telling Colleen on the way up here, I had
a lot of wisdom to share with you guys today.
I had a repressed memory come up from some childhood trauma that had happened. And as I was releasing it, it wasn't fun, but there was a cuteness to it in that I kept saying, no, I don't like it. No, I don't want to. And it was cute because if you know, as children, we're not allowed to say no, especially our age.
Speaking of children, right? I'm gonna show something.
Yeah. So I'm kind of over and out here for this, and
I have a couple thoughts to wrap.
Okay, and Colleen can wrap it up. So thank you guys for your time.
Okay, so to wrap this up in two things, no, you show yourself. Please be on the camera. Yeah, here's a pretty beautiful smile, beautiful lady. Hey, but I wanted to say to close up with that because I like to leave value. I like to leave thoughts in your mind that you can take with you. It's a bit of a general share, but everything we've said, there's another person in the world that's working on this. And so what we've come is we realized we were summarizing. Yeah, I was looking at that too. We were summarizing that her journey she's been on, where I'm at right now as well, is and I'm here now as a teacher to guide people to find and follow your truth. And so how do you do that? I want to say to you, can you see your elbow in the,
Sorry, that's okay.
We're checking our time, fix our watch, that I just need to zone in here for 2 seconds. I'm distracted. Well,
I'm going to feed off of you for a sec.
Hang on a sec. I just want to say, I want you to breathe in, and when you're making a decision about something, I want you to basically decide, does this feel good? And I really want to encourage you to continue to tap into that and say no to the things that actually don't feel good inside of you, okay? And I mean decisions in your business, whether to do this or do that, decision to spend time with that person or not.
Can I add something?
And yes, of course you can. I need
really short.
Yeah, please.
When people would tell me to do what you're telling people to do right now, one of the things that I had to learn is I had to release a lot of trauma, because the trauma had put me into a freeze, so I couldn't feel my body.
That was. Yeah, exactly.
Which is why I was such a vigilante with and I was so militant with myself.
She's protective.
Yeah.
And so we were revisiting, so we haven't seen each other in so long, that some of the things she went through, I said, well, that's what I do. That's what I do for you. That's what I do for my clients, as I help you tap into your truth through some very basic spiritual connections and breath work and body work and inner intuitive guidance. And that's been one of my strengths, and helping you tap into that part of yourself so you absolutely know what's true. And it's so crystal clear, you guys.
Getting people in touch with their authentic self.
And it's so clear that your body will say a big no.
Yeah,
like
loud.
F off, right? Like no. And then another time is when your body says yes, and your heart just opens, and you're like, I'm so excited about that. And this is you saying yes to things that make no sense to other people. No sense. Someone will judge you. What the hell? What the heck? Why that? Why are you doing that business? Why are you taking that product? Why are you going to that place? What about, are you scared? Are you worried? Are you, hiking in the dark? What the heck?
Are you scared of bears?
Yeah. She asked me, Colleen, should I bring bear spray? I said, well, I've never used it. I just talked to the bears.
And I was like, I do too.
She goes, so, we're just kind of having fun here, playing back and forth. And so one more thing here, guys. Listen to the signs. I'm going to be doing, if you're still online, if you're in the Lower Mainland, I'm going to be doing an upcoming workshop on November the 6th at the comfort of my home. We get a terrible angle when you do that. But it's okay. Your arm's probably sore. Yeah, there we go. That's good. Here, we'll just hold that a little bit. I'll help you hold it there. And so, what I wanted to say to you is I am doing a little workshop that is about, any of you ever have those spiritual signs around you where it might be a loved one that's lost, a loved one that's passed over, or you might be someone who's tapped into being more practiced at listening to the signs and looking at what's going on and guiding your life in that direction. Well, in the comfort of my North Vancouver, Lower Mainland home, I'm going to have a small intimate group of 5 or 10 people on Wednesday, November the 6th for a 3-hour intimate sort of circle workshop. So if you're interested, I'd love for you to be there. And if this is success or not, tried a couple of times in person. I may take it online and do a Zoom call for you guys who are, over outside of the Lower Mainland. But I wanted to wrap with this. So we're walking along, and I have this connection to the truth of my truth, which is, can't really see anymore. There we go. That we are going to, that I am going to have a certain kind of some things come into my world to do with my family and a partner that I've been very patient to attract in to have the right person at the right time. And there's a family I feel that's coming in, and I've always felt a little baby around me. And although I'm getting older now, now that may not be coming through me directly, and I don't want you to still be in here a little bit.
Sorry, I was getting this.
It's okay, I'll do it. And so there we go. Yeah. So we're walking along, and she's asking me. Okay, don't show yet. Hang on. Yeah. So she says, Colleen, what is it that you feel like you're here on the planet for, and some other things, blah blah blah. And I'm like, oh my God. And then I'm like, I still see this is happening coming in. This is happening coming in. It's just not in my time zone. Okay, it's in God's time zone, in spirit. And what do? We climb up. We decide to take the shortcut up to Goat Mountain here. we use our rock climbing skills. We're both been rock climbers over the years, and guess what is there? Is sitting on the rock.
A baby toy.
A baby toy. So anyways, that was my validation, Colleen. Every time I turn around, there's something to do with a baby girl, and a little baby girl named Crystal. So thank you for the toy. Okay, guys, we're going to sign off here. It's been amazing. Thank you for stepping up and sharing this very important bunch of garbled, important teachings. Not garbled because I'm all over the place. I feel like I'm randomly, but this girl's very solid in her share today. So there we go. And we will just show you one more time what it looks like here. And then I'm going to sign out. Thank you for being patient. Those of you who stayed. Hey, look at this. That's Vancouver. That's the water back there. Here's more of the mountain peak. And this is a bit of a shorter hike than Crown. Crown is where I went a month ago. Okay. So that's Crown Mountain. I straddled the side of that. It was so amazing. One side is a major drop off. The other side is like, well, another drop off, but different. They're both a drop off. Yeah. Drop-off. Anyways, love you guys. Thanks for staying on, all of you who have, and happy Thanksgiving to all you Canadians. Love you very much. Oh, Erica, thanks for staying with us, baby. You're so sweet. You're just so great to have you in my life. And Nina, thank you so much. I love the Signs of the Universe. I'd love for you to join me at my workshop. Bye, guys.